Hello, welcome to what is probably going to be the most terrifying moment of my life. I'm so glad you could be here to enjoy this with me. Not really sure how to start about this. Wait, can you guys hear me? Is my mic working? Okay, good. Oh god, I'm scared. Alright, so hello, I am Ashley Hollows. This is my debut stream. I am already messing it up, as you can tell, because I do not know what the hell I am doing. So yeah, I guess, we can get started. As you know, I am well, here, let's just start the slideshow. So I am Ashley Hollows. As you can tell, I am a Wendigo. I know that... Oh, fuck, what was I going to say? Oh my god, I'm so nervous, I forget what I was going to say. Oh god. Okay. So, I know I'm a Wendigo, and as you know, Wendigos are cannibals, but don't worry, I promise I won't eat any of you. I am currently in rehab for that, trying to get over my addiction. So don't worry, I promise all of you that you are safe. Unless I relapse, I suppose. My height, 165 centimeters. Yes, I know that is rather short for a Wendigo. Typically we're like 7 feet tall, but, you know, apparently the universe decided to be cruel to me and make me a dwarf. So, I suppose in freedom units that would be about 5'4", I think. So yeah, I'm pretty short for Wendigo because the universe hates me, I guess. My age. Honestly, I forgot how old I am. I know I'm at least 2,000. It's kind of hard to keep track after that point, because, you know, time just goes by so fast, and once you get to be 2,000, it's like a year is absolutely nothing, so I kind of just stopped counting. So my birthday, July 7th, that's still a ways away, but I suppose when we get to that date, we should do some sort of fun birthday celebration stream together to celebrate. Occupation. Well, currently I am searching for an occupation. I couldn't really find one. I know most VTubers have an occupation, but apparently no one wants to hire cannibal, so it's a bit rough right now. For languages, I just speak English. I want to learn Japanese, but we will see how that goes. It takes a lot of time to learn a new language, so even though I'd like to, I just don't know if I got the time. My Oshi mark is, well, it's a deer and a skull, because I feel like that symbolizes the Wendigo pretty well, as you can tell from the deer skull on my head. So I felt like that would be a pretty fun Oshi mark. Hopefully no one has that yet. Not really sure how to check. Oh boy, so far so good. So things about me that I like, I like anime and manga. I mean, you know, I'm a VTuber, obviously I'm into that stuff. It's kind of par for the course. I'll talk about some of the ones that I like in one of these next few slides. And of course, I like video games. I kind of, you know, there's another thing just kind of goes along with being a VTuber. I'm going to stream a lot of video games. Can you guys still hear me? My stream seems to be lagging a bit. Okay, so, looks like someone's saying something, so you can probably still hear me. Cute things. Yes, I know, I'm a big, scary Wendigo. Well, actually, I'm not big, I'm quite small, as I said before. I am a scary Wendigo, but I still like cute things, because, I mean, who doesn't like cute? I mean, you can just look at me. I'm a femboy over here. Obviously, I like cute stuff. It just kind of goes with my whole aesthetic. Lobsters. Now, I know that may seem kind of bizarre, and I don't mean lobsters as a food. I just mean as an animal. I think lobsters are just fucking awesome. Not really sure why. Oh, I just said my first big swear word. Oh boy. Hope I don't get. Well, I'm not even monetized yet, so that's not a concern. I just think lobsters are really, really cool animals. I even used to have a pet crayfish, which is basically just like a miniature lobster. I absolutely love them. I don't know why. I just think they're so cool. They're like lawn crabs, and they're absolutely awesome. Yes, it was actually a blue one. It was a blue crayfish, and it was sold as a blue lobster, even though it's a crayfish. Of course, I like VTubers. I mean, I am a VTuber. Obviously, I like VTubers. Some of you may already know this, but my Oshi is Sarah's Fauna. She is what got me into VTubing in the first place. I just saw one small clip of her being a yandere, and I was like, damn, I gotta get in on this. I am absolutely in love right now. This is freaking awesome. I also am a big fan, though, of Rene. I'm not even going to try to say her last name because I will slaughter it. Just absolutely slaughter it. I also watch other stuff like Niji Sanji. I love Rosemi Lovelock. She is just so freaking cute. I absolutely love to watch her. Even though she is a lot more wholesome, and as you may know, I am on the Yabe side of things. But yeah, I like Rosemi a lot. And Dina Kisaka, she's also one I watch a lot. As I also watch some smaller ones. I've been watching Ophelia Midnight a lot lately. Ophi, I absolutely love her. She's so cute. As I told her in one of her streams, I think she's one of the best VTubers ever. So yeah, gotta love her. As you can see, I cross out flesh because I am working through my addiction to not eat any of you because people are friends, not food. So instead, I am now addicted to pasta because pasta is the just next best thing. It is fucking delicious and I cannot get enough of it. Even if it is full of carbs and going to make me fat. It is just the best thing ever. Alright, on to the next slide. Dislikes. I am horrified of spiders. In real life, video game, anime, that stuff doesn't really bug me. But if I see a spider in real life, I will absolutely freak out. I will just... If I don't run away, I am going to find something heavy to smash it with because I do not want that spider to be anywhere near me anymore. I know it's just my own business, but fucking terrifying. I see someone just said, oh, you're male. Yes, I am a male. I wanted to go for a androgynous appearance and androgynous name. Kind of want to just be, hey, I could look like a girl, I could look like a boy. My name could be a girl name or a boy name. Thought that would be a lot of fun. I'm not really a big fan of super masculine stuff in general. I just don't really care for it, so that's why I went for the kind of femboy look. Let's see. I do not really care for reading that much. There are some books I do really like. Lord of the Flies was probably like my favorite book that I read in high school. I thought that was fantastic book, timeless, absolutely just amazing. And if I do find a good book, I mean, I will read the shit out of it. I love a good book. It's just really hard for me to find one I like. I loved Percy Jackson when I was teenager. I went through a phase where I was just obsessed with Greek mythology. I just could not get enough of it. I was fucking addicted to it, and that's all because of that book series. I loved it. Started reading the next one, but never really got anywhere with it. I kind of grew out of the phase. The one that like continues it with Roman gods, and I never even touched the Egyptian one. And honestly, I don't even know what they might have anymore at this point. Maybe, for all I know, there could be a Norse god one. No idea. Veggies. I absolutely despise veggies. There are a few I will eat. Green beans, peas, they're pretty good. But for the most part, I fucking hate them. Like lettuce, for example. People say lettuce has no taste. And I say they are full of shit. If you put a tiny shred of lettuce in something, I will taste that. Because it is one of the strongest flavors. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but I can taste that shit. So, I just hate a lot of lettuce. Broccoli, I can tolerate it, I guess, if it's cooked right. But cauliflower, absolutely not. Celery, no. Tomatoes, like if it's a sauce or ketchup, that's fine, but just no otherwise. Onions aren't awful, but you wouldn't really eat an onion by itself. You'd really use it as seasoning or flavor. So, like, the vegetables that use for like seasoning and flavor are fine. It's just like the greens and tomatoes and stuff, radishes, all that, just absolutely no. And yes, I know, biologically, tomato is a fruit, but it is a culinary vegetable. So, it is still technically a vegetable. Country music, I fucking hate modern country music so much. The old stuff, like Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash, I'm not really fond of it, but like I can listen to it if it's on. But oh my god, I hate new country music. Just the worst. All it is just people singing about how much they hate their lives or are depressed, or about their Chevys and Fords, or drinking. I mean, it's just, the lyrics are just so stupid and the music is so freaking boring. But, like I said, there can be good country music, it's just hard to find. And I put Spiders on there again because I really, really want to drive home just how much I hate spiders. They are the worst. Okay, so on to the next slide. Anime. First on the list, Assassination Classroom, which I like to shorten to S Class because it's just really fun, shortened version of it. That's an anime I have watched twice now because I just love it. It's such a good story. I would really recommend it if you haven't seen it. Gurren Lagann 2, I mean, that anime is really inspiring to me, honestly. I really like the quote about how humans are like drills. With each turn we advance a little further, because it's just like inspired. It's like never give up. Everything you do, you're just getting a little bit closer to your goal. I find it to be a really, really inspiring anime, to be honest, even if that's a little cheesy. Attack on Titan, I have finished the manga, actually. I'm completely caught up. I don't think the ending was awful. Obviously, I'm not going to spoiler it because I'm not an asshole. But I don't think it was the worst thing ever, but it was not great. I'm looking forward to seeing how the anime ends, though. Deadman Wonderland is just amazing, and it got canceled after one season, and that makes me so freaking mad because the manga was fantastic. It is something I wish more people knew about. It is so freaking good. I mean, just beginning to end, I could not stop reading it. I binged that whole thing in a day. Not even exaggerating. I absolutely loved it. And, hey, if it's also got some nice LGBT representation in the manga, so if that's something you care about, the manga is worth checking out. One of the side characters is trans, so if you're someone who really likes to see that kind of representation, you might enjoy it. Girls und Panzer, I mean, it's cute girls and it's tanks. Is there really more you need me to say about it? Like, that's it. It's cute girls and tanks. They're just fucking amazing right there. Hunter x Hunter, I like that a lot. I think the Chimera Ant arc went on a bit longer than it needed to, though. It really drug out, but I do like it overall, and I do think it's got probably one of my favorite power systems in anime. I like the whole Nen wheel they got, where it's like you can, if you're like us, God, I can't think of all of the different things. There's like, wasn't there transmuter, summoner, specialist, a few others, but I liked how it's like everyone's like really good in one of the categories, and they can learn the other categories too if it's depending on how close it is to them on the wheel. I thought that's just a really fun power system, even though Kurapika is absolutely fucking broken. Full Metal Alchemist timeless classic. I mean, it's got good story, it's got action, it's got lore. Someone says a Hunter thought the X. Well, you know what? I see it as Hunter X Hunter because that's how it's spelled. So that's just how I've always said it. But Full Metal Alchemist, I mean, it's got action, it's got lore, it's got twist, it's got romance. I mean, comedy, just freaking everything. I mean, no wonder it's the #1 anime on my anime list. It's fantastic. Ghost Stories is absolutely hilarious. Excuse me for 1 second. I want to grab my... Oh my god, I'm glitching out. Okay, I think I'm back to normal now. Just wanted to grab my water. Ghost Stories, as I was saying, freaking hilarious anime. I'm sure a lot of you know about it already. Basically, what happened was, because the anime wasn't going to do well in the US, the Japanese company basically just said, you know what? Say whatever you want as long as you keep the same basic plot. We do not give a shit. So it basically just became an abridged anime, but official. And, like, the people who arrived in the studio first every day pretty much got to dictate how the plot went. So it was just all fun improv, really. My mouth seems to be having some issues. Let me recalibrate myself real quick. 1 second. Going to fix that. Oop. Don't want to do that. Okay, this seems to be better. Yep. Let's bring my model back in. Whoop, I forgot to turn off this stuff in OBS. Whoopsies. Or not OBS, Vtuber Studio. Oh, whoa. Don't want to move my model around too much. I see someone in the chat earlier said Lettuce is negative 10 out of 10, and you are absolutely correct. Lettuce is just, like I said, it's the fucking worst. Anyways, so yeah, Ghost Story's just fantastic because they just was all improv. They got to say whatever they want. Code Geass is another really classic anime. I'm not even really going to talk about it. It's just kind of an experience. You got to see it to appreciate it. And a fun fact about it, have any of you ever seen that weird JoJo fan comic where Kakyoin lays an egg? I know how freaking weird that sounds. But the characters were all designed by the same people who wrote that. I don't know if any of you have seen it before. It's really fucking weird. Just look up Kakyoin, did you lay this egg? Like Kakyoin from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's just so bizarre. No, okay. Oh god, I just realized the pun there. That was not intended, I promise. Konosuba, I mean, who doesn't love Konosuba? All the characters are just great. It's freaking hilarious. Kazuma is just the best. Aqua's the best. Megumin's the best. Darkness is the best. Wiz is the best. I mean, you gotta love everyone. Panty and Stocking. I'm not the well, actually I shouldn't say I'm not the biggest Gainax fan because I have Gurren Lagann on here too. But regardless, Panty and Stocking was a very interesting anime. It's freaking hilarious. Gotta love it. Yes, they did write. Well, they only designed the characters for Code Geass. They didn't write the anime. They just designed the characters for it. So like the models and everything were made by them. Panty and Stocking, they're fucking hilarious. It's basically like, imagine, your typical cartoons that you watch as a kid, and it's made extremely raunchy. It's absolutely hilarious, even though it ended on a painful cliffhanger. Thankfully, we are finally getting another season to see how that continues, because that cliffhanger was just... oh boy, that was really painful how that ended. And Dragon Ball. I love Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super. Don't get me wrong, I grew up with them, but Dragon Ball, the original, freaking timeless. I absolutely love Goku as a kid. It's freaking great. Everything about Dragon Ball is great. Alright, on to the next slide. Games. So I like a lot of games. I only put a few on here because I didn't want to be here all day. I'm gonna move my model just a little bit. Yes, Wiz and Darkness are all great. That can't be right that the director for Fullmetal Alchemist is the same one as Boku no Peak. That seems really inaccurate. I'll look it up later. I mean, maybe it's true. Who knows? But I have a hard time believing that. Let's see here. So yeah, I absolutely love Legend of Zelda. It is probably my favorite game franchise of all time. And I'm about to say something that will probably get me crucified. I do not think that Breath of the Wild is a good Zelda game. I think it is a great game. I absolutely adore it. But I don't think it represents what Zelda is in the slightest. I am a little bit disappointed in the franchise that it seems to be going in that direction. Maybe Breath of the Wild 2 will be better, but looks like it's going to be Zelda nuts and bolts, so I honestly don't know how that's going to go. And you know, I'll get crucified again, but my favorite Zelda game is Skyward Sword. I know, it's really linear, but I love the story for it, and I love the combat. I never had an issue with the motion controls. I guess some people did. Well, I do like it. I did grow up on Nintendo. That's almost all I had as a kid, really. I didn't have a computer when I was a kid. I had a PlayStation 2, and that was it besides Nintendo systems, really. So I heavily grew up on Nintendo. I love roguelikes. Those are some of my favorites. Binding of Isaac. I have so many hours in that game. Like, over 1,500 hours. Probably over 2,000 if I count my old version that I don't have anymore. I mean, I freaking love that game. And it's still not even 100% completed because Repentance, the last DLC for it, is so freaking difficult. It is so hard. I absolutely hate Jacob and Esau. And yes, that is how it's pronounced, Esau. I always thought it was Esau or something, but I guess it's Esau, even though it's E-S-A-U. It's kind of a weird way to say Esau. But fucking hate those guys. They are the bane of my existence. And I thought that pre-Repentance Keeper was bad, but oh boy, those guys are just the worst. Enter the Gungeon is fun too. I love Enter the Gungeon. I've played Dead Cells. I've played Nuclear Throne, I think is called, was a fun one. Just really, you can't go wrong with roguelikes. They are the best. Paper Mario. The first 3 Paper Mario games are the only 3 Paper Mario games. We do not talk about anything past Super Paper Mario on the Wii. Those games do not exist. They are just an absolute disgrace to everything the franchise is about. Thousand Year Door, though, is probably my favorite. I mean, it's wacky, it's full of fun characters, the combat is fun, I love how you're, like, fighting on a stage. If I can ever figure out how to stream that, because I don't really know how to stream my GameCube, or maybe I would have to use, like, a virtual library type thing, I don't really know. Yeah, Enter the Gungeon is really, really hard. You gotta get used to it. But it's still a lot of fun. But Paper Mario, I mean, just Thousand Year Door is just so freaking great. I mean, the bosses are freaking insane. Like, literally the first boss of the game is a dragon who is allergic to the sound of crickets and has a foot fetish. I can't make this up. It's just crazy. I mean, there's so much wackiness and character put into everybody. I absolutely love it. Sonic series. I love the Sonic series. I grew up on it. Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Heroes especially. Those 3 games were like my absolute favorites. My thoughts on Sonic Frontiers are it is a really good game. I like the overworld segments. but I think the level segments are not really that great. They're kind of not really well done. But I think at least Sonic series is finally getting a little bit better again after it's had many, many bad games. Roller Coaster Tycoon. I don't know if any of you have played that before. It's something I played a lot as a kid. So that's actually a lie. I guess I did have a computer as a kid, but I didn't really have like a Steam account. I just had a few disc games really, and that was it. Roller Coaster Tycoon was something I put hours and hours and hours into. Even though I'm probably not the best with aesthetically pleasing designs, I still loved making roller coasters and theme parks and all of that. It was so much fun. Yeah, RCT goes hard, absolutely. I'd like to play Planet Coaster sometime. I've started it a few times. It's just really overwhelming with everything going on in it. Like the old Roller Coaster Tycoon games were just very grid-based, very simple, kind of like almost like a Minecraft type thing where you just got nice, even dimension blocks. But now all of a sudden it's just this big 3D landscape. It's very overwhelming. Okay, Sonic over Mario. Now, hold on here. I mean, it depends on what we're talking about. Super Mario Sunshine is freaking a banger. Paper Mario Thousand Year Door is my all-time favorite game, probably. But, like, there are some pretty mediocre Mario games out there, too. I think Odyssey was good, but it just felt a little lacking, too. It felt more like a tech demo, I guess, than anything. So I really wish I had more to it. I liked it, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love that game. It just kind of felt more like a tech demo than a full game to me. Pizza Tower, what? I have no idea what you're talking about, friend. And of course, Animal Crossing. New Leaf was my absolute favorite. I fucking love New Leaf. I have hundreds of hours into there, making my town just right, perfect. I used to play with my friends online all the time. If you're wondering my favorite Animal Crossing villager is, it is Cherry. Cherry with an I, the bear cub, not the dog, Cherry, who has a Y. I just think Cherry is really, really cute. And she's big sisterly personality, so she was always a very welcoming villager in my town. I absolutely love her. As for New Horizons, I played that at launch. I was a little disappointed. The game felt like, yeah, it added stuff, but it kind of feels like it lost a lot of the character of the franchise. I do want to go back to it someday, definitely. That just did put me off a bit because there is just a lot less character in the villagers, and that really does suck. Oh, Pizza Tower is a platformer game. I see. I will have to check it out sometime. I'm going to take another drink of water there. So yeah, those are the games that I like. Let's see here. And then the next slide. So what exactly are my goals here? Well, I'd really like to reach 1,000 subs and get monetized. I just, it's a small, simple goal, but I think that'd be a good way to just kind of get started and be able to do this more often. Because right now I am trying to get a real job in the real world, so that is something that I guess I wouldn't have to do as much if I was monetized, though I'd still have to, of course. I mean, I'd still be pretty small. I would like to make a V game with you, and what do I mean by that? I mean exactly what I said. This Wendigo went to college for video game design. That's right. I make video games. I have made a whole bunch of them, in fact. Mostly small-scale stuff. I made them while I was in college, getting an education. So what I would like to do when I get... I would like to have more subscribers first. It's just because I would like to have a decent-sized chat to throw ideas around, because I really want to hear what chat would like to make, so I can bring that to life. So I want to wait on that until I have more subscribers so that I can have a decent-sized chat to throw ideas out and design one together with. So if you're interested in that, I guess share me around. because that would be a lot of fun to make one with you. Collabs. I would love to do collabs. Not even really sure who I would collab with, though. I guess maybe other small indie VTubers. But I would really love to do collabs. I'd also feel a lot less anxious in my streams if I did. As you can tell right now, I am kind of freaking out because I am terrified still, even though we're like 30 minutes into this. And then last time it says do this professionally. Now, that could mean a lot of things. I mean, maybe Ashley Hollows gets big. That'd be cool. Maybe I'm found out by some bigger agency. Though, of course, if that happened, I'd still be Ashley Hollows on the side. Because I can never leave you guys. But, I don't know. I mean, that'd be cool if I got to join someone bigger. Like Niji Sanji or Hololive. Yeah, right. It'd probably be a much smaller group. But honestly, I would absolutely love that. It would also mean I could do this full time, which would just be a dream come true. Oh, congrats on debut. Thank you, thank you. So, that's it for the slides. I would like to give you a bit of a better view of my model. There's really nothing below this. I am missing my legs, as you can see. So here is the rest of me up close. Let's see if I can make me a little bit bigger even. Ooh. There we go. So now you can just kind of take in full majesty of my model. V-Shoujo win. I don't think that V-Shoujo would accept me. I hate to break it to you, but I think I don't meet their qualifications. Oh, thank you, Pally. I'm so glad you think I'm cute. I would like to, I guess, open this up to some questions now. If anyone has any questions or things they'd like to say, I will happily listen. There's probably going to be a delay till anything pops up here, so I guess I'll wait a few moments. Let me know if you have questions. Yes, I do. You are right. I do need to credit who made the model. That is lost in a just absolute pile of Fiverr orders. I gotta find that somewhere. I did not get that prepped in time, but I will definitely give them a shout out as soon as I find it, because they did a lot for me, and I'm really, really happy with the work they did. Same with the person who rigged it. I would like to give them credit too, of course. Need to give my mama and dad credit for helping bring me to life. Ashley Dunn been bifurcated? What the hell does bifurcated mean? I'll have to Google this. Bifurcated. Divided into two branches. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, yes. I suppose that is what would happen if I did that. But you know, I mean, it would be nice to be like, it'd just be nice to be able to actually be like in an actual proper group. I mean, there's a whole bunch of them out there. I would love to apply for one, but I do not have the experience to properly audition right now because I am still absolutely terrified. Yes, Claxo. I would definitely send you those links too, sometime. Bifurcated is, oh wait, did I say it wrong? Is it bifurcated? Oh, I see. My bad. Bifurcated. Yes. I will have to send some links for the people who helped design all this. I mean, same person who made my model, my mama, I believe, as they are called, also designed the chat box and the background, and my logo, which actually isn't here. You know, let's bring my logo in. Let's bring that in here. Let's see here. But yeah, but let me know if you guys do have any questions, because I guess that'll be the last part of the stream, and I really want to answer any questions that you might have before I end it. Where did that pesky logo go? Where did you go? Gotta find it. Gotta find it. Why choose Wendigo? I don't think that I see the whole Wendigo thing offensive. I don't agree. I think that, speaking out of character here for a little bit, I think that it's just a matter of not being extremely rude about it. I mean, like, if I would have used, like, a Native American name for my character, I do think that would be offensive because I'm not Native American. I think that would be very offensive. But, to me, Wendigos are just... No, Glenn, I mean, I can see where they're coming from. It is kind of a big thing in Native American stories, but I think it's just a matter of not making a mockery of it, like, and not making a mockery of the culture. Because, I mean, to me, how's it any different than, like, well, you got, like, phoenixes in European culture and dragons European culture, like, you got Kierans, there's a VTuber who's a Kieran, you got Grim Reaper, VTubers. I mean, like, all mythical creatures do come from a culture in some way, so I think as long as you're just not basically saying a whole bunch of rude shit about that culture and mocking the culture, that's all that really matters. Because really, a Wendigo shouldn't be any different than any of those other things I listed. I know what you're talking about with Native American skips. I think that's not really so much the case anymore. I do know that I have heard that before, but I've checked around a bit, and I've actually asked a few people in the Native American community because I did want to be just, like, triple sure, and they said that really, like, people shouldn't really have an issue with it if I'm not mocking the culture. Because, like, and I know, like, saying Wendigo is even considered bad luck in their culture, but again, like I said, just not being basically a complete asshole about it, because at the end of the day, it is just a mythical creature. Yeah, I don't think any native would be searching for a Wendigo Vtuber either. I mean, it seems like a pretty bizarre thing to search for anybody. I mean, who's just going to look up Wendigo Vtuber? I mean, that's kind of oddly specific. As for why I chose Wendigo, I was just trying to think of a mythical creature to be. I shouldn't be speaking of character too much. It kind of ruins the whole lore thing here, so I apologize for that. But I suppose might as well get this out of the way now instead of ever. But, or now instead of later. But, I was just watching a YouTuber who happened to have a Wendigo theme. So and it's like, hey, that'd be pretty cool. I don't think there's a Wendigo VTuber, so let's do that. Anyways, I'm going to stop talking out of character now, because kind of ruins the whole VTuber thing, Oh geez, I hope that didn't get picked up by my mic. Which do I prefer, man meat or female meat? I mean, meat is meat, I mean, does it really matter after it's been, like, it's just meat at that point. Like, it doesn't really matter gender. I don't see gender in my food. I am not a sexist, okay? I just see meat as meat, because that is all it is. Delicious, fulfilling flesh. I mean, no, flesh is bad to eat. Yes, no, flesh is very bad to eat. Personality type? I mean, I've tried to show off here on my stream. I'm kind of I try to be kind of laid back. I consider myself to be laid back, obviously. But I can also get frustrated at some stuff, especially in playing games that just seem to be absolute bullshit, so I guess what you can expect from me is someone who goes from quiet and calm to loud in a second. So, yeah, just expect a wide variety of emotions, because I can kind of be all over the place. But yeah, like I said, I really don't want to talk too much out of character, because it kind of just ruins it. Eat you? I'm not going to eat you, okay? I'm trying to avoid being a cannibal. Yes, so that's what I really thought the video game making thing would come to play. I thought that that was something that I don't think I've ever seen a VTuber do that before, actually. Except for maybe if they did something like simple, like RPG Maker or something. Not to say RPG Maker is bad by any means. You can do a lot in RPG Maker. I just meant it's very friendly to new users. Do I like Bad? What the hell is Bad Bunny? I wanted to Google this too. But yeah, the talent I think is unique is that I can make video games, because I think that's just something that really stands out. So let's see, what the hell is Bad Bunny? I don't really care for rap. Assuming that's the Bad Bunny you were referring to. Rap, I don't hate it, and some rap is pretty good, but for the most part, I just really do not care for rap. I prefer music that has a melody to it. I like catchy music that's stuck in your head. Yes, I'm avoiding being a cannibal. Okay, I'm in rehab. As I said earlier, I need to stop eating people because, it's just morally wrong. So that is why I'm avoiding being a cannibal. Any femboy VTubers you watch? Is Aster Arcadia a femboy? Literally asking. I'm really not sure. He kind of looks like one, but I'm not really sure if he is one. Aster, if you see this, I hope I'm not upsetting you in any way. Love your content. Keep up the good work. I don't really think there's a lot of femboy YouTubers, at least not big ones. I know Hololive used to have one back before I watched, but they were JP, so definitely wouldn't have even really watched them. Does Machina count as a femboy? I'm not really sure. I really don't know if I could count him as a femboy or not. But if he is, then I do watch Machina Fly on time to time. But so yeah, I do watch a few femboys. I mean, femboys are just the best. I mean, masculinity is yucky. Femininity, that's where it's at. He is best in Egypt. Yeah, Aster is best in Egypt boy. He is a lovely, little interesting guy right there. Not really sure what words to use to describe. Yes, this is my natural hair color. Of course. Purple and pink. It just kind of happened that way. I'm not really sure why. All the other Wendigos had black hair, and I got freaking purple hair. I got that. I'm short. There's lots of things that they made fun of me for. So, yeah, definitely a very unique one. Oh, my hair's so pretty. Thank you. I appreciate that. Kagami Kirin. Actually, I was referring to Kaoru. I think you maybe say it. Kaoru. It's hard to say Japanese names sometimes, especially when there's a lot of vowels together. I think his name's Kaoru, though. He had pink hair and a white sweater. I would have watched him if I was into Hololive at the time, even though I don't speak Japanese. That probably contradicts something I said earlier, and probably said I wouldn't have watched him anyways. Oh no, you can see me floating. Oh no, where are my frames per... Okay, there they go. My frames per second were gone for a second. I will... let's, it's been 45 minutes. Let's go for about 5 more minutes, see if anyone has any questions. Kira and Kaoru were literal Hololive fanboys. Oh, okay. I'm not the most familiar with, the Hollow Stars outside of the EN ones, to be honest. I barely even knew they existed. If I'm being completely honest with you. If I remember, I'll try. Oh, thank you. I would love it if you made some fan art for me. There isn't much for me. I mean, I don't want to beg anyone to make fan art, obviously. I mean, I don't want you to feel obligated or anything, because I only want anyone to do it if they want to do it. Man, so spooky, even the FPS is haunted, honestly. Thoughts on, I would, honestly, starting like this is making it seem like I support him, and that's bad. I just didn't want to say anything bad about him. As a joke, Okay, I'm just digging myself into a hole here. Obviously, I do not support the Chinese government. Okay? My joke was backfiring against me there. No, I don't support the Chinese government. Yeah, I know they both graduated. There's been a lot of graduates in the there's been a lot more graduates I would have liked in the well, I wouldn't like any graduates in Hololive. Kind of surprised. I mean, by how many there've been. I mean, those two have. They lost the entire Chinese branch, though. I mean, pretty obvious why that happened. And then Ruxia graduated, and Coco graduated, and Sana graduated like shortly after I got into Hololive. That really sucked. That really sucked, especially because she was paired swapping with Fauna, and now Fauna has nobody. I feel so sorry for her. But, you know, I think Sana is off doing things that make her happy right now. I'm not going to speculate on why she left, of course, because that's just rude. But I think she is happy with where she's at still. I know that she's doing what she loves, and that's what matters. I don't support the Chinese government. Ashley has already been found dead. Honestly, yeah, I'm probably going to be found dead before my next stream even starts. No wonder he went public domain started. Wait, what? Who did that? Winnie the Pooh? Is there a Winnie the Pooh horror movie? I gotta see this if there is. Favorite music? So that is gonna be metal. My favorite band by far is Metallica. I fucking love Metallica. They are just, every song of theirs is a banger. I know, it's so sad that Sana left. It makes me so sad. Really wish she didn't. Okay, I feel like chat is lagging a lot. I wonder if it is. Let's see if I can get to my stream in another way and see where the chat is. Okay, so right now, like right now, somebody say something, and let's see how long it takes. Okay, let's see here. Nothing's really coming up. Holy, is the chat delayed this much? I never realized that. Holy shit, I'm like at least 30 seconds. The hell? Okay, oh my god, that is a much bigger delay than I thought that would be. Metallica, listen here, Sugar. Okay, Metallica is not mid, you're mid. I know you two as chat like, I just thought there'd be less because it's kind of hard to communicate if there's a lag. So, yeah, I don't watch Hologirls, but I enjoy family content. Honestly, family content's kind of how I got into Hololive. I just saw some animation stuff, but I never really got into it. Then someone sent me a video of Fauna being a yandere, and I'm like, I love this woman. I need more of her in my life. Platonically. I am not in a parasocial relationship with my Oshi. I promise. My hair reminds you of it. Oh, dear, that's... Oh man. Oh, I don't find Bayna to be the most attractive woman, but I'm sure that was meant as a compliment, so thank you. Okay, I think that I'm going to wrap it up for today. As I talked about before, we are about to get a really shitty snowstorm, like record-breaking snow. So that's going to fucking suck, and it will delay my streaming by quite a bit because I'll probably be busy shoveling stuff and might even lose power because we live in a place that power tends to get lost during big snowstorms. So I really don't know if I'll be able to stream again until Monday. I am sorry about that. I would love to have streamed sooner, but I really think that is just not going to happen. But thank you all for being here. Oh, right. I should talk about fan name, of course. As I put in the title, the official fan name is the Ashembly. But also a lot of people like the idea of ashholes. So if you want, ashholes could be the fan name and Ashembly could be the collective. If people are interested in that idea, because I saw a lot of support for ashholes, it just did not win the vote. So, you know, we could use both those terms. Spooky ghost your creature. I know you think it would be an issue, but when you're in the forest and about like 2 feet of snow comes down, you know, the forest already gets shitty reception. And when you have 2 feet of snow on top of that, it's not going to happen. It's unfortunate, but that's just reality. Let's see here. After chat is done being delighted, let's see what people said about Ashholes and if they like that name or not. I don't want to talk too much, but chat catches up. I see. Okay, people like Ashholes. Yes, it's like Ash plus asshole. Ashholes. You're all my Ashholes. Wait, no, that came out really wrong. You are not my Ashhole. No, but I will. You guys can then be the Ashholes, and together you make up the Ashembly. Oh, that is kind of hard to say. Ashembly. It does not flow off. I mean, it sounds nice, but saying it is a little bit difficult. But yes, you guys can all be the Ashholes. So, with that being said, I will. You are a loose Ashhole. Oh God. Okay. This may have been a mistake, but you know what? I'm sticking to it. I'm sticking to it. Naruto, don't. Naruto, do, you mean? I think Ashholes is the perfect term. We're going to make fan art of Ash in a snowstorm with just some antlers poking out. Please do, that would be absolutely hilarious. Anyways, though, on this, this has gotten a lot more relaxing as the stream went on. Since I'm not really talking to people, it feels kind of almost like giving a speech, which I don't struggle with as much as, like, one-on-one talk. So, a lot less terrifying than I thought it would be. Still horrifying, though. But, I will see all of you Ashholes next time. I was going to say stay safe, but I don't know why. It seems like a pretty weird way to end a stream. I guess I don't really have a goodbye yet. I'll have to come up with one for next time. So I guess just bye for now, and see you Ashholes